Have you ever caught yourself pretending everything's okay, when deep down, you know it's not? You smile through disappointment, justify bad habits, and convince yourself that you're trying your best. But what if that voice whispering excuses in your head isn't protecting you, it's betraying you? Simon Gilham's "Stop Lying to Yourself" is not your typical motivational read. It's a mirror. The kind that doesn't flatter you, but shows you exactly who you've become, and who you could be if you stopped running from the truth. Simon Gilham writes with the honesty of someone who's been there, lost, unmotivated, and hiding behind his own lies. But what makes this book special is how real it feels. It doesn't just shout, "Believe in yourself." It calmly, courageously dismantles the myths we build to stay comfortable. If you've read tons of self-help books that left you hyped for a week and empty after, this one feels different. It's not about positivity. It's about personal honesty. The kind that stings at first, but eventually heals you. By the end, you'll see that freedom doesn't come from pretending to be strong. It comes from finally telling yourself the truth. Lesson 1. Your comfort zone is a cage disguised as safety. We often call it peace, but sometimes, what we call peace is just a lack of challenge. Gilham exposes how we stay in jobs we hate, relationships that drain us, or habits that numb us because comfort feels easier than change. But here's the reality. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you reinforce your own limits. The walls of your comfort zone aren't protecting you, they're imprisoning your potential. Real-life viewpoint. Think of that friend who's been talking about starting a business for years but never does. They tell everyone they're waiting for the right time. Years later, nothing changes, because comfort quietly became the dream killer. Lesson 2. Honesty is the hardest form of self-love. We often equate self-love with pampering, affirmations, or treating ourselves gently. But Gilham flips that idea upside down. True self-love isn't always soft, sometimes it's fierce. It's looking in the mirror and saying, "I'm the reason my life looks this way, and I have the power to change it." That's not cruelty, that's ownership. And ownership is the foundation of transformation. Real-life viewpoint. A woman realizing that her constant procrastination isn't about laziness, but fear of failure. Instead of judging herself, she starts tackling one task a day. That small act of honesty becomes the first brick in rebuilding her confidence. Lesson 3. Discipline speaks louder than desire. Desire is a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after motivation dies. Gilham points out that people often lie to themselves by saying, "I'll do it when I feel ready." But that ready moment never arrives. The truth? You create readiness by doing, not by waiting. Real-life viewpoint. A young man dreams of getting fit but keeps postponing workouts. He finally stops overthinking, sets an alarm, and runs every morning before work, even on bad days. A month later, he's not just fitter, he's more confident. Discipline turned his intentions into identity. Lesson 4. Your excuses sound smarter than they really are. Excuses are seductive. They sound logical, even responsible. "I can't start because the economy is bad. I'd focus more if I had support." But Gilham reminds us that excuses are sophisticated lies designed to justify our inaction. He challenges readers to audit their own language. Every time you say, "I can't," try replacing it with, "I won't." It hurts, but it's the truth that frees you. Real-life viewpoint. An artist stops saying, "I can't find inspiration," and admits, "I'm scared to fail." That small shift in honesty helps her finish her first painting in months. She doesn't overcome fear. She just stops pretending it's not there. Lesson 5. Change doesn't start with others. It starts with you. We often wait for life to become easier before we change. We blame parents, partners, bosses, even society. But Gilham calls this out as another lie. Change begins the moment you stop waiting for external permission and take internal responsibility. You can't control what people do, but you can control how you respond, react, and rebuild. That's personal power. Real-life viewpoint. A man stuck in a toxic work environment decides not to wait for a better boss. He upgrades his skills, networks actively, and finds a new job within 6 months. Change didn't come from others. It came from finally acting on his truth. Lesson 6. The stories you tell create the life you live. This lesson hits deep, because most of us live inside stories we didn't even choose. I'm not the kind of person who succeeds. I always mess things up. I'll never have the life I want. Gilham says your mind listens to everything you tell it. So if your self-talk is poison, your reality will reflect that. Rewrite your story consciously. Tell yourself who you want to become, not who you used to be. Real-life viewpoint. Someone who's always said, "I'm bad with money," decides to start journaling new beliefs. "I'm learning to manage money. I make smarter financial choices each day." Within a year, that shift in narrative transforms their entire relationship with finances. Lesson 7. The freedom of living truthfully. At the core of stop lying to yourself lies one promise: truth equals freedom. The more honest you become with yourself, the lighter life feels. You stop faking confidence, stop chasing validation, and finally breathe. Living truthfully doesn't mean life gets easier, it just becomes real. And real is where peace begins. Real-life viewpoint. Someone leaves a job that looks impressive on paper but feels soul-crushing. People call them crazy, but for the first time in years, they sleep peacefully. That's the power of living in alignment with truth. Simon Gilham's Stop Lying to Yourself isn't just a self-help book, it's a confrontation. It strips away the comforting lies and exposes what's real. It's not meant to make you feel good, it's meant to make you grow. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one lie you've been telling yourself, and how are you planning to break free from it? Share your story in the comments. You never know who might need your truth today. And if you want to dive deeper into Gilham's full message, you can grab Stop Lying to Yourself on Amazon, Audible, Apple Books, Google Play Books, or Barnes & Noble. Trust me, the full read hits even harder. Before you go, if this summary helped you reflect, make sure to like, subscribe, and explore more powerful summaries here on the Summary Shelf, where every video helps you grow wiser, braver, and more honest with yourself. Because the first step to living fully is to stop lying to yourself.